Start. Good afternoon everyone. Today again we are here. We are going to start with the vocabulary second part. In last year previous classes we have learned what is vocabulary, what is the meaning of vocabulary, what is the use of vocabulary. Today we are going to continue with the next step. We have also done antonyms and synonyms. Alright. So and one for the substitution of the whole sentence. Let's take a quick revision, and along with that we are going to continue with the second part and the new parts of the vocabulary. All right, let's start with idiom and phrases. Okay, in your previous class also I told you about some idioms which we commonly use in our day-to-day life, which is like cherry on the cake, glitter on the gold, and many more that you know. Okay, so knowingly or unknowingly we use in our common day-to-day language. Today we shall study about some more idioms and phrases which we are very commonly using, or if we are not using. If we learn the idioms along with its meaning and we use in our day-to-day communication of the English language, then automatically we polish our language. Unknowingly we polish our English. Alright, let's start. What is the meaning of idioms? What do you understand by the word an idiom? Okay, an idiom is a group of words whose overall meaning is different from the literal meaning of the individual word. Okay, there will be a sentence and the meaning of the whole sentence, a group of words means a complete sentence, okay, or a phrasal sentence without a the meaning of literal. That means like if I'm asking you come sit here, it makes up sense, it's make a meaning, come sit here. But what if I say this in a a way or a manner of a idiom? It will be a different, but the meaning will be the same. For example, you know about so many shayars who write shairis and all, yes or no? They say simple thing in a poetic language. Okay, by the way, we know the meaning what the shaira or the shair wanted to tell us, but we know in the sense that no one is like the language is so soothing that we understand what the person is trying to tell you, okay, or inform you. All right, now let's take some example. One in a blue moon. Okay, do you know what is the meaning of one in a blue moon? It is a the meaning is literal meaning. It is a complete correct meaning? No, it is not a literal meaning. A blue colored moon, actual meaning. The actual meaning is something that happens very rarely. Okay, like for example, there is a class fellow of yours who comes to school like once in a month. So that person, for that person you can use this word as you are like a once in a blue moon. You arrive at school like once in a blue moon. Like very rarely we see you, randomly someday, otherwise that person doesn't give you a regular attendance. All right, in the same way can you create your own something for very rare, like your parents visit to you like a blue moon. Okay, not regularly but someday, surprisingly, okay, unknowingly. All right, next let's talk about some idioms and along with its meaning. A blessing is discussed bed, something good that initially seems, okay, something which looks good but it is initially it is seen. A piece of cake, something very easy. Taking this class, taking a teaching class tells poster making is a piece of cake for me. Okay, something which is very easy, like by haath ka khel hai, isme kya, what is a rocket science in it? All right, that kind of a thing is called as piece of cake, something which is very easy to you. Okay, executing this duty, okay, that's a piece of cake for me. I can do this duty like anything. It's very easy, it's very common, it's very calm for me. All right, like study one more extra today. Ah, that's a piece of cake, mommy. I do it every day. It's nothing new. It's very easy. It's a piece of cake again. Then break the ice. It sounds so different. Break the ice. That means there is ice and you are going to break it. No, the meaning is start or conversation. Start a conversation. You are going to start. You are going to begin something. Like today I have started this class right now in front of you. That means I started. I begin to talk to you, to communicate with you. So a conversation has been started. That means I break the ice. Like in a family gathering, all people are all just your relatives, your neighbors, your friends came together in a place, but nobody is talking to each other. So someone has to break the voice, break the ice. I mean, someone has to start talking to another person. Then only the communication, the exchange of thought will take place. I'll tell you where I belong to. I tell you my hobbies. I tell you my likes and dislikes. Then the other person will reciprocate with you. They will also share the thoughts, feelings, ideas, everything with you. And this way, we are going to break the ice. We'll start the conversation about anything. Then that conversation will lead to another part. Like we are talking about social gathering. We are talking about clothing, we are talking about sales in the market, we are talking about commerce, we are talking about exhibitions, we are talking about ethics, heritage of India. Then it leads to political things, then it leads to international politics. So a conversation takes place to all this stuff. And how this cat is started? While breaking the ice. Alright, excuse me. Now, let's take example of another one, that is hit the nail on the head thing. Okay, do, say or do exactly the right. Something like that. This is my question you are going to ask. Okay, I asked you a random question. I have given you 10 seconds to answer. Within 10 seconds you have to give me the answer. But I was pretty much sure that you are not going to give me the accurate answer. And somebody randomly gave me the accurate answer. Unknowingly. Alright, that thing is called as hit the nail on the head thing. Hit the nail on the head. It is not like you are hitting the nails on your head, but it means the correct thing. Like for in one ball, like Toshin, in one ball you hit the 6. Okay, unknowingly you hit the correct thing. Yeah, you are doing that shooting you learn, no? You learn in school. So the first shoot, you target your destination in the first shoot. Alright, that is called hit the nail on the head. Alright, in hot water. While coming to school, I was in hot water. It doesn't mean I was literally blowing down myself in a boiling water, but it means I was in trouble. For example, my vehicle was not getting started. I was in hot water. While coming to school, I was literally in hot water because my vehicle was not getting started. Because the battery was crashed. Getting my point? That means you were in trouble because of something. But without mentioning that I was in trouble, what I said? I was in hot water. Oh my goodness, I just came to know yesterday you are in hot water. You haven't got to do this work. You missed that movie. You are in hot water. You should have watched. It was there in the Star Plus yesterday. Last evening. Getting my point? Alright. You have seen movie Vijay? Yeah, what was that? Vijeta. Okay. Those who have not seen, they are in hot water. Because your language teacher is going to ask question from that movie only. Now you are in hot water. Alright. So you have got the homework to see the movie of Vijeta. We have got the homework to watch the movie called Bawarchi. It is epic. Because during that meeting only I mentioned, he said every colonel has said in every 6 months I used to watch that movie. I said they were kept on repeating Bawarchi, Bawarchi, Bawarchi. So it triggered on me. I said that Provo was there, no? It is so simple to be happy, but it is too difficult to be a simple. It's exactly that movie. So, alright. So I was in 9th cloud that time. Again an idiom. When somebody appreciated me, my thing, my work, I was in 9th cloud. I was peak of my happiness. That means 9th cloud. Alright. Now, once in a blue moon. Very rare. Okay. Oh, this time PTM is gonna happen on 26th August on Eid Miladun Nabi. It is my festival. It is once in a blue moon. Very rare. Otherwise, on national holiday, this kind of a things may not take place. Okay, once in a blue moon. At the 11th hour, at the last moment. In Three Idiots, all the idiots submitted their answer sheets at 11th hour, at the very last moment. Okay? I was just leaving for the airport. You just arrive on the 11th hour. And actually it is not 11, it is 11th. E is silent in 11. It's 11. 11th hour. I was just departure from that place and you arrived on 11th hour. Okay? Something which landed on last moment. Okay? I was leaving from the house, but the Zomato boy arrived at the last moment before at the 11th hour. Call it a day. Stop walking. Call it a day. I am done now. Somebody approached me. Can you please extend this NDA class for one more period? No, sorry. Call it a day. I am done. It is finished. I have no energy left in my body. Okay. Now, keep an eye on. Watch carefully. Keep an eye on. On Toshin, Ajay, Om. Keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. Watch carefully. Okay. Next, under the weather, feeling unwell. A 10th class girl. Often. Lena. Huh? No. What is your name? Lena. Lena. So she is often under the weather. Acha. It is also getting related. Under the weather. This weather is of rainy season. People are easily getting viral flus. Under the weather. My child was under the weather for 10 days. He was ill for 10 days. Under what circumstances? Viral. So is it clear? Can you create some sentences of your own on this basis of this? Toshin, can you please create any sentence on under the weather, feeling unwell, not well? It means under the weather. The idiom is under the weather. The meaning of under the weather is feeling unwell. You are not feeling properly well. Not feeling good. Very good. I asked Toshan particularly. Can you please answer? Can you create any sentence on this? Ajay. Come on, try. If you don't try, you are not going to learn this. If you want to learn, you have to try. You have to attempt first. No? Then this one, keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. Watch carefully. Come on. While exploring on 15th August, exploring Fun City Water Park, you kept an eye on your friends. Whether they were dancing on the tunes of Rain or not. Yeah. Can create like this, right? Alright. Let's start with some more extra. More important idioms. Spill the beans. Reveal a secret. Gossips. Share a secret in the ear. Do you know this happened? Do you know that he was saying this? Oh, do you know what happened yesterday? And the secret is pretty much big. Both the heads fingers. Okay, so spill the beans. Reveal a secret. We reveal our secrets to our parents, rarely, mostly to our friends. The only relationship we create is our friends. We reveal our secrets there, no? So what we actually do? We spill the beans. Spill the tea. Spill the beans and spill the tea. Achha, what is the beans stands for here? We are talking about coffee, the other beverage. And coffee is made up of coffee beans. That is why it is beans. We have used it. You have learned, spill the tea. Oh, that lady, that auntie in that program or that event, she was all the time spilling the tea. That means she was disclosing all the secrets, revealing all the secrets in front of other peoples. Oh, Mr. Sharma's son and Mrs. Mehta's daughter, they were studying in the same university. Do you know they go together? Do you know they also come together? He come to drop her regularly. What did she said? She spilled the tea. She revealed all the secrets in that family gathering. And from next day, Mr. Sharma sent her daughter to another state. Alright. Next, beat around the bush. Avoid the main topic. We are here today, we are gathered here to discuss something about an important topic on NDA. You're like, ma'am, can you please tell me what is going to come on your weekly test? Ma'am, my notebook is incomplete. How can I complete it now? Ma'am, tomorrow we are having PA second examination of this subject. Can we study today? Ma'am, I have a doubt. Who was the father of computer, IT? Can you please tell me? So this is out of the syllabus, out of the topic. Beat around the bush and avoid the main topic. Okay? Or we gathered for a Raksha Bandhan celebration. Boys are very sensitive in this matter. They are avoiding girls that day. No. I'm busy here, I'm busy there. Why? They are avoiding the main topic, Raksha Bandhan. They are going to tie the Rakhi. No. You are my best friend. I can't tie. My stomach is clenching, it's paining. I can't come. Sorry. They are avoiding girls that day. It is like that. So that actually we are beat around the bush. They are beating around the bush. Okay, next. Burn the midnight oil. Work, study late at night. Everyone does this. If you are like Cardinal Warrior, you all are studying late nights. If not, you are reading the novels midnight. For sure. Because hostel life is meant for this. Okay? So burn the midnight oil. Burn. Jala dena. Midnight oil. By your hard work. Your hard work is gonna pay you, man. Okay? Like Priyansh, Prince, and many more star kids of our Cardinal Warrior are now burning the midnight oil in other state called West Bengal, and they won in the cluster. Yes, best school, best CBSE cluster, they won, they got the trophy. Okay, so how they have achieved that place? By burning the midnight oil. Matlab, the thing is that dream you have to dream with open eyes that won't let you sleep. See, there is one sleep, there is one dream that you see when you slept. There is one more dream, what you see with open eyes. And you are not sleeping because of that. ACA, BCA, I want to be at that position. To be at that position, what you have done? You burn the midnight oil, and that is why you are here today. You achieve that position. And the best example is you and who all were there in ACA, BCA, MBBS and everything. Okay. The chief guest on 15 August himself appreciated individually by their name, by their positions. Yes, I witnessed that. Okay, next. Cost an arm and a leg. Be very expensive. Oh, you got 17 Pro Max. My goodness, it is cost an arm and a leg. We usually, make things like, no, we crack jokes on, oh, how many kidneys were required? Related? Yes, how many kidneys you have donated to got this phone? Okay, so cost an arm and leg, be very expensive. And this is, example my child, this is for you. You have to make yourself that cost an arm and a leg. You should be very expensive that people should take appointment to meet you. That day you will be called as cost and arm and leg. You can say publicly, what do you think of yourself? I'm a cost and a leg. I'm a cost and arm and a leg. I'm not that person who is easily available anywhere apart from your parents. In one phone call, you should be to your parents, but not to everyone. Not to other than that, even your brother or sister. You should be like, okay, we'll see. Okay, we'll think. That shows how expensive now you are. What place you are holding now. What place you are at. A storm is a teacup. A small problem is exaggerated. Okay. Now what is next? A storm is in a storm in a teacup. Storm you know, तूफान. But in a teacup, एक cup में. That means a small problem exaggerated. छोटी सी बात थी, राई का पहाड़ तुमने बना दिया. It was a small thing. What was there to take this matter to principal? Boys. To sir, then to principal, then to major sir. That is actually a storm in a cup of tea. This girl, I tell you, is a Toshan is a storm in a cup of tea. It's like, ma'am said this to me. I'll go to major sir. Ma'am said this to me. He says exaggerating the small thing. Ma'am, what did you say? I said, why your work is not done? I'll call your parents. That's it. I just dominated through not my action, but with my words only. Okay, we are going to begin with the next topic along with continuing this one tomorrow. I hope this is clear to you. Learn, practice and use these idioms in your day-to-day language so that your English will be more purified. Okay, have a great day. Bye.